today I'm going to show you, okay, how to complete the next assignment in Excel. It's exercise 3. We're going to do a balance sheet. So we're going to download the template file, okay, from D2L as a student. And we're going to complete the balance sheet using some formulas. Okay, so it's really important that you get this. Okay, so you're going to go to your D2L. I'm viewing as a student right now. So I'm going to click on the Dropbox we've been using for the last few days. Okay, so notice there's a balance sheet template, and then here's the work. I'm going to click on the template here. Okay, it's going to download. Okay, and it takes to my download, and I'm going to cut and paste it into my cloud. Okay, I'm just going to paste it in here. Okay, so balance sheet template, and I'm going to open this up. Okay, and I'm going to go back to the work and open this up. Okay, and I'm going to be working on this exercise, exercise 3. Okay, if you notice, everything is kind of all mixed up. It's your job, okay, to make sure it's properly listed. Okay, so amounts owed to Travis and Company, to suppliers. Okay, owed to Travis and Company. So what you have to do is you got to read through and make sure you understand which company you are. Okay, you got to make sure you got to understand which company you are. Okay, so Michael Travis, we're Travis and Company. Okay. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to list is Travis and Company. Okay, and then we're creating a balance sheet. Okay, and then we're going to look at a date, March 31st. I'm going to put for last year. Okay, and I'm going to change the date to long date. Okay, so it looks more like that. I'll list my assets here, my liabilities here. Okay, so my first asset that I'm going to list is my cash. Okay, and then that is 49, 46. Use your number pad when you're putting this in. 03. Next account I'm going to do is I'm going to use my accounts receivable. Okay, so always do a spell check at the end to make sure that it's done properly. So accounts receivable. So this is O2, owed by. Money to. Okay, this is owed to us. Okay, so this is our accounts receivable. You're just going to do a little space, and you're going to list them one by one. Why are people moving around? Sorry. Okay. Okay, so the first person owes us. Okay, 1,042.16. If you make a mistake, just click back up in the dial box, change it. Okay, 743.86. Okay, D. Samuelson, 1346.95. Okay. And then the next thing that we have in terms of assets are office supplies. Okay, and then after that, we have office equipment. Office supplies, office equipment, delivery equipment. All right, so delivery equipment, bank loan, mortgage payable, those are liabilities. So building land. What am I going to do next? So for office supplies, we have 326.40. Okay, and office equipment's 11,960. Delivery equipment's 14,240. Okay, so building at 135. And land, we have 146,000. Okay, next thing that I would do is I'd format these numbers using the comma. Okay, and notice how they look. They look a little bit like that. I'm going to leave this part to the end. So next for my liabilities, I'm just going to use my accounts payable first. Okay. Company we have Gem Finance. General Supply. Company. Okay, then we'll list the amounts here. Okay, so we have 1567, 25. Okay, so Gem Finance, 1236, 45. Okay, General Supply 15,540. Got 0. Raymond and Company 125. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to list my other liabilities. Okay. I'm just going to go through my list here. Okay. So bank loan is probably going to be next. And bank loan is 25,000. Okay. And then after bank loan, we have mortgage payable. Okay. Mortgage payable. 2,000. Okay. And then we're going to have an equity section. Okay. So double check something. Capital. Okay. All right. So after that, okay, we're going to list the name. Okay. So this capital. Okay. Actually, before I do that, I'll show you how to move this down. We're going to do total liabilities. Okay. In order to find my total liabilities, I'm going to use what's called a sum formula. Okay. So zoom in a little bit more. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do again, I'm going to format, use the comma, total liabilities equals SUM bracket. And I'm going to highlight all of these cells here. Okay. And because I'm doing a formula here, I'm going to use what's called a thick bottom border. Put that there. Okay. All right. So then I'm just going to scroll down here. And this is going to be my total liabilities. Total liabilities and capital. Or you put total liabilities and equity. Okay. This is going to be my total assets. Okay. Again, I'm going to put a thick bottom border here. Okay, I'm going to use sum formula equals SUM bracket, and I'm just going to take my mouse and select all the cells that I want. So it's B5 to B14, hit enter. Okay, now in order to find your capital, okay, what's the fundamental accounting equation? Assets minus liabilities. Okay, so I'm going to take my total asset figure here minus my total liabilities here. Okay, and that should give you your capital, right? And then for my total liabilities and equity, I'm just going to add up my total liabilities plus my capital here. Okay, so you can see that we have a number of different formulas, a sum formula for here, a sum formula for here. Okay, my equity formula here, my total assets minus my total liabilities gives me my capital. Okay, and if I add this plus this, it should equal my total assets. Okay, hit enter. Okay, and it does. And then what I'm going to use is my double bottom border here. And I'm going to use my double bottom border here. I'm still not done. Okay, so my first number of this section, I need a dollar sign. So I'm just going to select my dollar symbol here, dollar symbol here. Here's my dollar symbol here. Okay, and here's my dollar symbol here, dollar symbol here. And yeah, and lastly, you can do a little bit of underlining here, here, and here. And yeah. And oh wait, I forgot. I need a thick bottom border here to signify we're adding these two numbers together. Okay. So that's how you create the balance sheet. Okay. So make sure you get this done. Okay. So submission. Why do you have headphones on? Why? I'm explaining this. No one should have headphones. No one should have earbuds. Okay. If you miss something, you're going to miss something. Okay. And you'll fall behind. Okay. We live in a very competitive world. Okay. You need to stay on top of things. Everybody.